Did you know that your vision can slowly fade without warning, long before you feel anything at all? You might not notice it at first. Maybe the words on the page seem a little blurrier, or you squint more to recognize a familiar face. Maybe your eyes just feel drier, more tired, especially in the afternoon. If you're over 70, these changes aren't just part of getting older, they're signs that your retina is quietly calling for help. Here's the thing, the retina, the paper-thin layer at the back of your eye responsible for capturing light and detail, has no pain receptors. No burning, no stinging, no warning, until one day, you realize you can't read the newspaper without straining, or you miss the expression on your grandchild's face. It's not just your eyesight that begins to slip away. It's your independence. Your confidence. Your connection to the people and moments that matter most. But what if the solution didn't come in a bottle or a prescription? What if 3 simple seeds, yes, seeds, could help protect your eyes from the inside out? Backed by research and used in real-life practice, these tiny nutritional powerhouses can reduce inflammation, improve circulation to your eyes, and support the natural tears that keep your vision clear and comfortable. They're affordable, easy to find, and easy to add to your meals, without turning your diet upside down. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what these seeds are, how they work, and how to use them to keep your eyes sharp, hydrated, and strong well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Let's get started. 1. Sunflower seeds. You've probably tossed them into salads, cracked them open at ball games, or sprinkled them over your breakfast bowl without a second thought. But did you know sunflower seeds might be one of the best-kept secrets for aging eyes? Dryness. That sandy, gritty feeling by the end of the day. The blurry fatigue after reading under bright lights. These aren't just annoyances, they're warning signs. And sunflower seeds might offer a surprisingly simple way to respond. Packed with vitamin E, these tiny seeds act as natural armor for your retina. Think of oxidative stress like rust on a piece of metal. It wears down your eye tissue slowly, especially when exposed to screens, sunlight, or fluorescent light. Vitamin E steps in to slow that damage and support the central part of your vision, the macula. But their magic doesn't stop there. Sunflower seeds are also rich in healthy fats, the kind that fortify your tear film, the protective layer that keeps your eyes moist, comfortable, and clear. And with a touch of zinc, selenium, and magnesium, they also nourish the tiny blood vessels in your retina, improving oxygen delivery and reducing that end-of-day eye strain many seniors feel. Let me tell you about Joyce. She's 79, independent, and still drives herself to choir practice. But reading in the evenings left her eyes feeling foggy, almost like someone was tugging behind them. We made one change, just 1 tablespoon of unsalted sunflower seeds each afternoon, sprinkled over Greek yogurt with berries. 3 weeks later, she could read longer and drive at dusk without discomfort. It wasn't a radical shift. No new diet. No new medications. Just a small seed, used consistently. If you're thinking of trying sunflower seeds, keep it simple. Choose unsalted, shelled varieties to avoid added sodium or chewing strain. If you have dental concerns or digestive issues, go for ground seeds or blend them into smoothies or baked dishes. Sunflower seeds won't transform your eyes overnight. But they can gently hydrate, protect, and support your vision, without turning your life upside down. No stress. Just nourishment, 1 spoonful at a time. 2. Flax seeds. Now, let's move on to the second seed, one that's especially powerful for protecting your macula, the very center of your vision. If chia seeds are your retina's best friend, then flax seeds are the quiet guardian of your macula, the small central part of the retina that lets you see the fine details of life, like the smile on your granddaughter's face or the page of a book in the sunlight. And here's the tough part. After age 70, the macula becomes one of the most vulnerable areas of your entire visual system. It's where the sharpness comes from your central vision. And when it starts to fade, even the simplest tasks can become frustrating. Reading menus, driving, following the words on a church hymnal. That's why I always talk to my patients about protecting the macula. And flax seeds, well, they're one of the most powerful affordable tools we have. Like chia, flax seeds are rich in a plant-based omega-3 called ALA. But flax has an edge. It actually contains slightly more ALA per gram, which means even more anti-inflammatory support for your eyes. That's crucial because inflammation is one of the hidden drivers behind macular degeneration. The ALA in flax helps nourish the photoreceptor cells in your macula. Those are the cells that help you see detail, color, and contrast. When they're inflamed or undernourished, your vision begins to dull, almost like someone turned down the sharpness on a television. But flax seeds have something chia doesn't. A compound called lignans. You probably haven't heard that word before, but lignans are unique antioxidants found in very few foods. And they do something remarkable. They help neutralize free radicals in your eye tissues. That means less oxidative damage, better circulation, and stronger blood vessels. Especially important if your eyes feel tired or sensitive to bright light. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Your gut health actually plays a role in your eye health. It's called the gut-eye connection. When your gut is inflamed, your whole body is affected, including the retina. Flax seeds contain soluble fiber that feeds your good gut bacteria. And when your gut is in balance, inflammation throughout your system, including your eyes, can go down. I've seen this play out in many patients. One of them, Mr. Harold, 74, used to complain about red, itchy eyes and light sensitivity. Especially when driving at dusk. He had trouble following conversations in restaurants because of glare. After adding ground flax seed to his yogurt each morning for a month, he noticed he wasn't squinting as much. His digestion improved too, and he said he just felt clearer. His ophthalmologist saw less irritation around the macula during his next visit. But, and this is important, flax seeds must be ground. Whole flax seeds pass through your system undigested. You won't get the benefits unless you unlock the nutrients inside by grinding them. It's easy. Just use a coffee grinder or buy them pre-ground. Store them in the fridge to keep the oils fresh. As with any high-fiber food, start slowly. A teaspoon a day is a great beginning. Work your way up to 1 tablespoon if your stomach handles it well. And if you're on hormone-sensitive medications or blood thinners, talk to your doctor first. Flax is natural, but it still interacts with the body in meaningful ways. What I love about flax seed is that it blends so easily into daily life. You don't need a recipe book. Just sprinkle it into your cereal, mix it into pancakes, or stir it into soup. You won't even notice it's there, but your eyes will. This one seed helps protect your macula, calm inflammation, improve glare tolerance, and even support your gut. All of which play a part in how well you see, how comfortable your eyes feel, and how confident you are in your daily life. 3. Chia seeds. Let me introduce you to a seed that most people overlook. But your eyes will thank you for chia seeds. You've probably seen them sprinkled on yogurt or floating in trendy drinks. But behind their tiny size is a powerhouse of nutrients, especially for your retina, which, as we talked about, is one of the most delicate and important parts of your eye. Here's why they matter so much for seniors like us. Your retina is hungry. It needs oxygen, nutrients, and anti-inflammatory support 24/7. But as we get older, blood flow slows down, inflammation creeps in, and moisture, especially in the eyes, begins to disappear. That's a perfect storm for vision loss. This is where chia seeds come in. They're one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. I know that sounds technical, but here's the simple version. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation inside the retina and even support blood flow to your eyes. That means they may help slow down or even prevent age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss after 70. And if you're like many of my patients who avoid fish or get stomach upset from fish oil supplements, chia is a gentle natural alternative that won't interfere with most medications. Chia seeds also contain natural antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, the exact same nutrients you'll find in high-end eye supplements. These help protect your eyes from oxidative damage, especially if you spend time outdoors, read under bright lights, or use screens in the evening. Think of them as little bodyguards shielding your retina from everyday stress. There's another benefit that often gets overlooked. Moisture. Dry eyes are incredibly common as we age. And chia seeds, when soaked in water, form a natural gel. That gel helps with hydration and can even support your tear film, making your eyes feel more comfortable throughout the day. I've had patients tell me that their afternoon eye fatigue improved just by adding chia to their breakfast. Now, you might be wondering, how do I use them? Simple. You can stir a spoonful into your oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, even soak them in water to make a gentle chia tonic. You sip slowly in the morning. They have no strong taste, and they're incredibly versatile. But let me offer one word of caution. Start small. Chia seeds are high in fiber and absorb water like little sponges. Never eat them dry. Always drink plenty of water. If you're new to them, begin with just a teaspoon a day and gradually build up to 1 tablespoon. And if you're taking blood thinners or blood pressure medications, speak to your doctor first. Chia can mildly affect clotting for some people. One of my patients, Edna, started adding chia to her oatmeal each morning. She's 76, has mild macular degeneration, and was constantly rubbing her dry, itchy eyes. After just 3 weeks, she told me her vision felt more awake in the mornings, and she didn't need artificial tears as often. Her eye doctor even noticed less inflammation during her checkup. That's the power of one small habit done consistently. So, when I say chia seeds are senior-friendly superfoods, I mean it. They support your retina, fight inflammation, hydrate your eyes, and give you nutrients your vision needs, all in a single spoonful. And the best part, you don't have to change your whole diet. Just add this tiny seed to what you already eat and let nature do the work. They say eyesight fades with age, but what if clarity could come back, not just in how you see the world, but how you feel inside it? 4. Pumpkin seeds. If you find yourself struggling to see clearly in low light or adjusting slowly when you move from bright rooms to dim ones, pumpkin seeds might be the quiet solution you've overlooked. These small green seeds, often scooped out and tossed aside during the fall, are actually one of nature's richest sources of zinc, a mineral essential for protecting the retina and improving night vision. Zinc helps transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina to produce melanin, the pigment that allows the eye to function properly in darkness. And here's something compelling. A landmark study from the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, ARDS, found that, Zinc supplementation significantly reduced the risk of advanced age-related macular degeneration, AMD, by 25% in certain high-risk individuals. They're also a great source of vitamin E, copper, and antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, tiny unstable molecules that accelerate retinal aging. The combination of these nutrients helps slow down retinal cell deterioration and supports the small capillaries that nourish your eye tissue. One of my patients, Raymond, 73, who often complained of dim vision at dusk, started adding roasted pumpkin seeds to his evening soup. Within weeks, he noticed not only better contrast while watching TV at night but also less strain when transitioning between lighting conditions. The best part? Pumpkin seeds are incredibly versatile. You can toss them into salads, blend them into smoothies, or enjoy them lightly roasted as a crunchy snack. Just be sure to opt for unsalted versions if you're watching your sodium, and start with a small handful, about 1 to 2 tablespoons, per day. 5. Sesame seeds. You might think of sesame seeds as just a garnish on buns or sushi, but they're actually one of the oldest medicinal seeds in traditional medicine, especially when it comes to blood flow and antioxidant protection, two vital elements for maintaining strong eyesight as we age. What makes sesame seeds special is their high content of vitamin B1, thiamine, copper, iron, and most notably lignans, natural plant compounds shown to reduce oxidative stress in small vessels, including those that supply the retina. Improved microcirculation means better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your eye tissues, which often suffer from poor blood flow after age 70. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that diets rich in lignans and sesamin, the primary lignan in sesame, helped reduce markers of oxidative damage in retinal cells and supported vascular flexibility in aging adults. That means stronger, more resilient eye capillaries and less eye fatigue, especially during long reading or driving sessions. One of my clients, Patricia, 75, struggled with blurry vision after extended reading. We added ground black sesame seeds to her morning congee just 3 times a week. Within a month, she said the blurry spells were shorter, and she didn't need to take breaks as often while reading. Sesame seeds come in many varieties: white, black, toasted, and they all offer similar benefits. You can grind them into tahini, sprinkle over vegetables, or blend into smoothies. Just be mindful of portion size. About 1 tablespoon a day is plenty, especially if you're watching calories or taking blood-thinning medications. You've just discovered 3 tiny seeds: chia, flax, and sunflower. They don't promise miracles. They don't change your world overnight. But what they do offer is something just as powerful: a quiet, steady way to give your eyes what they've been silently asking for. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need perfection. What you need is one small habit, done with care, repeated with intention. A spoonful stirred into your oatmeal. A sprinkle added to your salad. A moment that says, "I still matter. My vision still matters." Because when your vision dims, the world feels smaller. The joy of reading. The comfort of seeing a loved one smile. The freedom of driving at dusk. All of it begins to slip away, not with a bang, but with a slow, silent fade. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to. You can take that first step today. Not later. Not someday. Today. So choose your seed. Choose your moment. Let this be the beginning, not just of better eye health, but of reclaiming the clarity and confidence that aging tries to steal. And if this touched something in you, if you're ready to turn care into action, stay with us. Subscribe for more. Share this with someone you love. Leave a comment and let others know they're not alone. Because sometimes the smallest seeds grow the deepest roots. And sometimes, the simplest choices bring back the sharpest vision, not just for your eyes, but for your life.